2 weeks ago, I beat Pokemon Fire Red with Ash's team. This week, I'm gonna be challenging myself to beat Pokemon X and Y with Serena's Anime team. Here's her team, and as you guys can tell, she doesn't have a full team, so I think this is gonna be pretty interesting and a little bit difficult. Today, we're gonna find out if I could beat Pokemon X and Y with Serena's Anime team. With that being said, let's get right into the rules I'll be implementing on myself. I can only use Pokemon from Serena's Anime team, but HM slaves are allowed. No items in battles, but of course held items are allowed, and of course Pokeballs are allowed so I can capture Pokemon. The game will be in set rules, so I wouldn't know what Pokemon will be sent out after beating one. And an additional rule I'll be giving myself is that I cannot use the EXP share, because I believe I'll be pretty over level at beating the game regularly. Do you guys think I'll be able to beat the challenge? You have to watch until the end to find out. If you guys enjoy my content, be sure to subscribe since it's free, and you guys can always unsubscribe later. Anyways, let's get right into the challenge. After naming myself whatever the heck this is, I'll make my way to Aquacore Town to get my first Pokemon, Fennekin, but with aesthetics. We'll be having our first rival battle, and this is how it went. They're female, what? That's really important. It's rare for them to be female, holy.
Really?
Yeah, they're usually male.
Nice. Hey, go Justin.
Yeah, he stand no chance. I think this challenge is gonna be a lot easier than our previous challenge. We made it past Route 2, we head to Santaloon Forest, and we grinded up a little bit because we need a little bit of levels to face the first gym. Pika Pika. I'll make my way to Route 3 to steal money from helpless preschoolers. Give me your 80 pounds. Give me your 80 Pokédollars. After all that, I finally made it to Santaloon City, where the first gym is gonna be. Instead of immediately facing the gym, I head to Route 22 to grind up for a bit. After all that, I head to the gym, and as I expected, the gym was a little bit more easier than I expected. But the gym leader took me 2 tries because... Actually, just watch these few clips. I'm not gonna heal up for this. Oh, I may have forgotten about that.
Oh.
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 Oh my god. Oh shoot. Does she have a potion already? Come on. Okay. No. Are you kidding me? My second attempt was a lot better, where I was able to spam a combination of Scratch and Fire Charge to get us a bug badge. Definitely our first try. In Route 4, nothing much of importance happened, and I just grinded up a little. What? Why are you lagging? I make it to Lumia City and I immediately head to Professor Sycamore's lab for a little battle with him. The battle was pretty easy because I was pretty over leveled. I used Flame Charge to knock out Bulbasaur, Psybeam to knock out Squirtle, and once again, Psybeam to knock out Charmander. After all that, we met some totally non-important generic characters that has no impact in the story. Oh wow, these two don't look important at all.
I know, right?
In Route 5, we'll be getting Serena's second Pokemon, which we won't be able to use until we reach Route 12, because that's when she actually catches it in the anime. While we're here, we have a rival battle with Tierno. It was pretty easy though because a couple of Psywaves was able to knock out his Corphish. I head to Campfire Town where we can finally rename my Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
I'll do that later.
Can you name it to Oof?
Some of which being Pancham because I totally forgot to name him Pancham, but with aesthetics. We head to the Perfume Palace to get the Pokeflute so we can finally complete the process of waking up the Snorlax. While grinding up, we have a rival battle with Callum, which was pretty easy. Fennekin was able to knock out Corphish with a few Psybeams, and Flame Charge to take out Pikachu and Flabebe. When we got to Amphadet Town, we were told that we needed to go to Glittering Cave to save a scientist from Team Flare. Let me just say, their outfits are fucking horrible.
You look stupid.
I know.
They look like
His clout glasses.
cloud glasses and hair that looks like poop.
We have a double battle with Callum, and beating Team Flare was pretty easy. Fennekin was able to knock out Krogunk, and with a combination of Fennekin and Esper, we were able to beat Scrafty. After all that, we were given a choice to get a fossil. I'll give you 5 seconds to guess what fossil I get. If you guess a jaw fossil, congrats! You get a cookie. We head to Route 8 to do some grinding before heading to Sillage City, since that's where the second gym will be. When I made it, I immediately tried facing the gym, which was a really bad idea.
Dude, you you might need to level
You know what? You can kill me. Just you can kill me. I'll grind up then. Whatever. Kill me. Whoop-de-doo. I grinded up to level 35 to get Flamethrower, and I still lost to the gym trainers, so there's no way I'll be able to beat the gym leader. I again did some grinding to level 41 to get Psychic. I'm over leveled, and I'm tired of grinding, so I hope this is enough to beat the gym. Surprisingly enough, we were able to beat the gym trainers this time. Now, it's time to fight Grant. He sends out his Amara, and of course I sent out my Fennekin. By spamming Flamethrower, I was able to finally knock him out. But in that process, he paralyzed me, so I was kind of afraid of his next Pokemon. His Tyrant was the Pokemon that's been giving me so much problem, but it felt so satisfying knocking him out with one Psychic. Thank God! I finally got the Cliff Badge, and the amount of frustration I felt during this battle can be described in this clip. Oh my god, thank God, finally! Finally! Oh my god. Ugh. I was pretty happy about it. On Route 10 I captured an Eevee to complete Serena's team. We won't be using it until we get around Anistar City, but it's good to capture it right now. During that, we ran into Team Flare once again. They were pissed baby mad that I stopped their plans back in Glittering Cave, so they decided to battle me just to get revenge. They were pretty easy though, and we made it to Jiajin's town, where we see a Team Flare member being really sus. We will need to get back here later, just to check up on that. While we were here, we were challenged to battle Karina, but it ended up ending pretty quickly because she has 2 Lucorios and 2 Flamethrowers were able to knock her out. We made it past Route 11 in Reflection Cave with relative ease because of how overleveled we are, and in no time we made it to Shalour City. We immediately went into the Tower of Mastery, where we met the Mega Evolution Guru and my friends. Apparently we have to battle to see who has a stronger bond with their Pokemon, and because I'm pretty overleveled, I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna win this. How are your Pokemon? Better than yours. Jesus Christ, was I wrong because it took me so many attempts just to find out that I cannot beat Callum with just Fennekin at this point. His Frogadier was too much of a problem to handle at the moment. Then, it hits me, the Eviolite is in this area. For those who don't know what that is, the Eviolite is a small stone that increases both defense and special defense to Pokemon that are not fully evolved yet. I believe this is a tool I'll need to win the battle. I try again and I failed the first time.
Oh wow.
You're so screwed! I'm so screwed! What? Yeah, our second attempt was the battle we needed. For his Meowstic, I used 3 Flamethrowers from Fennekin to knock it out, and in comes his Frogadier. Here we got insanely lucky because Frogadier uses 3 quick attacks instead of water pulses, and because of that we were able to knock him out with 3 Psychics. And finally, I used 2 Flamethrowers to knock out Absol, winning us the battle. The amount of takes this took to win made the battle such a massive pain. Now it's time for Karina's gym, which of course is really easy. Thank God. And it's all thanks to Psychic on Fennekin. I was able to beat all the gym trainers with ease, and now it's time for Karina. She sends out her Mianfu? Please don't judge me, I'm illiterate. And of course I knock it out with just 1 Psychic. She sends out her Machoke, which I was of course able to knock out with Psychic again. And she sends out her last Pokemon, Hawlucha, which of course I was able to knock out with 1 Psychic, getting us the Rumble Badge. The battle was pretty easy. After all that, it's time to do some story related stuff about Lucario and Mega Evolution, but of course, it doesn't really matter, because I can't even use him anyways. We head to Route 12 where in the anime Serena catches Pancham, so we can finally have a new Pokemon that we can use. On my way to Comarin City, I grinded up Pancham because she was really underleveled, and I wrote some Skittles. I don't know if that really matters, but I still wrote some Skittles. As soon as we got there, we got challenged to battle Callum once again. It took me about 2 tries to beat him, so it wasn't that bad. He sends out Meowstic and I send out Fennekin, where I use Flamethrower to knock it out, and Will-O-Wisp to stall out Light Screen. I really don't want Light Screen to be up while I'm battling other Pokemon. They're such a pain to deal with. He sends out Frogadier, which I was able to knock out with a few Psychics. And his last Pokemon Absol, I was able to knock out with a few Flamethrowers, winning us the battle. This battle wasn't that bad compared to the first time we battled him. It's time for the Grass type gym, and of course the gym was extremely easy. I beat all the gym trainers with just Fennekin. I know, right? Surprised? And now it's time for Ramos, which again was extremely easy because of Fennekin. This guy was pretty forgettable. I one-shot his Jumpluff, Go-Goat, and Weepinbell with just Flamethrower, winning us the battle and earning us the Plant Badge. It definitely helped that I was extremely overleveled. I guess that happens if you use one Pokemon for most of the game at this point. Before heading to the 5th gym, I knew I needed to grind up Pancham a little bit, and I stopped when he reached level 30. We head to Route 13 and let's just say this area is pretty frustrating to get around. While we were here though, we ran into Team Flare, and after a battle, Fennekin evolved into Brixen. In the anime, she evolves on the way to Luminous City, so I believe letting her evolve here would be pretty fitting. My Fennekin's a tad bit stronger now. I head into the Kalos power plant and easily beat all the grunts with just Brixen and Pancham. I tried hiding in here, but I think I got stuck. I finally reached the admin that looks like Pitbull and we battle. He sends out his Houndoom and I send out my Pancham, and I literally spam fighting type moves until he got knocked out. His assistant came in to battle me, but with a few fighting type moves, they shared the same fate. Man, Team Flare is kind of a joke. I finally made it to Luminous City and we can finally face the electric type gym. After facing the gym trainers and playing their game show for a bit, I made my way to Clement, who I'm kind of afraid of because we have no type coverage against his electric types. But let's see how it goes. He sends out his Emolga, which I was able to knock out with one flamethrower. For some reason, he sends out his Magneton, which once again I was able to knock out with a couple of flamethrowers. And now he sends out his Heliolisk, his strongest Pokemon. Because I really wanted Pancham to be in the gym battle and I didn't want Brixen to sweep his entire team, I decided not to attack him with Brixen. I sacked him off and Pancham was finally able to take him out with one Vital Drill. And with that, we got the Voltage badge. Easy peasy. Easy. Easy. Before doing some story related stuff, we decided to get some hard skills for the future. Now it's time to head into this totally not sketchy cafe. I headed in there and Lysandre and Professor Sycamore were talking about humanity or something. After that, we head to Route 14 so we can battle the Fairy Gym. Here, we have another rival battle against Callum. I don't understand why there's so many rival battles in this game. I was able to knock out Meowstic and Absol with just his Brixen, and Pancham took care of his Greninja. Thank God I finally have another Pokemon on my team. It makes beating Greninja a lot easier. After some story stuff about a faceless man in a haunted house, we made our way to Laborious City. At the gym, I tried my best to avoid all battles at all costs, but of course some trainers would capture me.
No, go back, go back, go back.
No! But for the most part, we were able to avoid a lot of them. We made our way to Valerie and now it's time to battle her, and surprisingly, she wasn't that bad. She sends out Mawile, which I was able to knock out with one flamethrower from Brixen. Two flamethrowers were able to knock out Mr. Mime. And it took a long time, but we were able to knock out her Sylveon by spamming Flamethrower and Psychic, getting us the Fairy Badge. Before heading to the Psychic Gym, I head to the Pokeball Factory to once again stop Team Flare. The entire factory was filled with grunts that we were forced to battle, and finally we got to the admins. To be honest, all their battles were jokes. I was able to beat the first admin with just Pancham, and the next battle was a double battle with Callum. I was able to knock out his Liepard by using Power Up Punch from Pancham, and Callum was able to knock out Manectric. What a surprise, he's finally useful, not causing us any pain. They took all Pokeballs by force? Huh. Okay. We made a short trip to Route 15 and we grinded up a little bit. We made it to Dandamail Town and we realized that hard skills don't really do anything in this game, compared to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I head to Frost Cavern where we see Team Flare up to no good once again, but luckily they're pretty easy to beat. What a surprise. I wanted something to do with a bomb of snow, but we didn't let that happen. I do kinda want their light up glasses though, that's pretty cool. After a whole debacle, we head to Route 17 where I believe it's best for me to catch Eevee, since in the anime, Serena catches her around Anistar City, and I'm heading there anyways. When we made it there, we have a quick rival battle once again with Callum. He sends out his Meowstic, which I was able to knock out with Brixen using Hidden Power Ghost. He sends in his Greninja, which I was able to knock out using Vital Throw and Power Up Punch from Pancham. Sadly, Pancham got knocked out by Flareon, but Brixen took care of it with a few Psychics. And when he sends out his Absol, I was able to knock it out with one Flamethrower, winning us the battle. Before facing the gym, I decided to grind up Eevee so he can match up with the other team members. Went to Restaurant Leia and I stopped when Eevee is level 42. It's time to face the Psychic Gym. Despite being a little bit surprised... What the fuck?
I don't remember this.
What? We were able to make it to the gym leader. Now it's time to face Olympia, which was pretty easy to handle. No, not yet. If she's in dire need of switching out, then I'm gonna do it. She's in dire need of switching out. Jokes aside, I was able to sweep her entire team with Hidden Power from Brixen. I kind of expected a challenge, but hey, at least we got the Psychic Badge. After facing the gym, we got a message from Lysandre basically saying that he will eliminate people who aren't in their group with an ultimate weapon. for the sole purpose of not being beautiful or something. Before doing anything about that, I set up Eevee so she'll be able to evolve into Sylveon, and the process takes a long time, so I try speedrunning it. Now she's ready. Let's finally head over to the Lysandre cafe. And the process is really annoying because we have to battle him 3 times in a short amount of time, which gets pretty stale quickly. Anyways, the battle with Lysandre takes 2 tries. Gyarados is just something we can't handle at the moment, but as we lose, Eevee evolves into Sylveon. In the anime, Eevee evolves as they head to the 8th gym, but because this is really our only chance to beat Gyarados, I decided to evolve her here. Now I'm pretty confident that I'll win this battle. He sends out Mianfu and I send out Eevee. I was able to knock him out with 1 Moonblast. Sends out Gyarados and he used Iron Head, which I didn't expect him to have, so it did a crap ton of damage on Sylveon. I wanted to keep Sylveon alive, so I sacked off Brixen, and when I sent in Pancham, I was able to knock out Gyarados with 1 Power-Up Punch. He sends in Murkrow, which I was able to one-shot with 1 Sky Uppercut. He sends in Pyro, which I was able to knock out with 1 Sky Uppercut. We are now able to explore Lysandre Labs, and we can truly see how inconfident Team Flare are. Like seriously, they gave me free items and they let me sleep in front of them to heal my Pokemon. Do you really think they'll be able to destroy the human race?
Huh?
Holy shit, how inconfident are you guys? Why are you giving me shit? You should give me like a knockdown or something. You should like punch me or something. What the heck?
Yeah.
Anyways, while we explore, we battle the notable admins and we learn about the war that happened years ago and the destruction it caused. Team Flare is trying to cause destruction again, so we head to Jiajin's town to stop them. We head to the Team Flare secret hideout where we once again battle Lysandre, where he somehow evolves his Pokemon in a short amount of time. I may have lost this battle again. Of course, our second attempt was the attempt we needed. Sends out Mianchu and I send out Sylveon, which I was able to knock out with 1 Moonblast. He sends out Gyarados and I send in Brixen to sack her off and to do some chip damage. I send in Pancham to knock out Gyarados with a combination of Body Slam and Power-Up Punches. I almost knocked out his Honchkrow, but it wasn't enough and I sent in my Sylveon to knock it out. I needed to use Calm Mind to knock out Pyroar. We barely won this battle. It was a little bit too close for my liking. With that, that's our second Lysandre battle over. After battling the same admins over and over again, I finally reached the bottom where Yveltal is. But of course, it's not that easy because I had to 4v1 the same trainers over and over again. And of course, Callum and Shauna left it up to me. You just left it up to me.
You guys are terrible friends.
This was tedious, but of course I did it, and after beating all of them, it's time to face Yveltal, the Pokemon that was gonna destroy humanity. I just drew a Master Ball and it was easy as that. After that, Lysandre came in with his ugly getup to challenge us for a battle. This took me about 2 tries because of this. No! Pancham! Don't do this right now! Not now! Not now, buddy. Not now, please. Not now. I don't think it knocks it out anyways. If he just hit him once, I would have won the battle. Luckily, we were once again able to do it in our second attempt. He sends out his Mianxiao and I send out my Sylveon and I was able to knock him out with 1 Moonblast. I did the same with Honchkrow. When he sends out his Pyroar, I immediately started stacking up on Calm Minds. 2 Moonblasts were able to knock him out easily. And now it's time for Mega Gyarados, which I was definitely afraid of, so let's hope for the best. Well, Sylveon ended up being faster than him, so I ended up one-shotting him with Moonblast. Thank God this whole arc is over. Tierno claimed that we were able to beat them because we all worked together, but honestly, they did absolutely nothing. We went to Route 18 in Kourei Town so we can have another battle with Professor Sycamore, which honestly was pretty easy. Sends out Venusaur, which I was able to knock out with 1 Flamethrower from Brixen. He sends in Blastoise, which I was able to knock out with 2 Hidden Power Electrics. He sends in Charizard, which again, I was able to knock out with 2 Hidden Power Electrics. Yeah, that was pretty easy. When we head to Route 19, we have 3 rival battles, all of which being Shauna, Trevor, and Tierno. All of which being pretty easy. I'm not really going to get into that because they're not really that much trouble. As soon as I got into Route 20, I got lost because me monkey brain. I find the Pokemon village and we talk to the gym leader so we can finally face the final gym. Honestly, this wasn't that bad. Wolfric was no problem because I was able to knock out his Abomasnow using Pancham with Power Up Punch and Brick Break. Because of RNG, Cryogono knocked out Pancham, but Sylveon was able to easily knock out both his Pokemon, winning us the battle and getting us the Iceberg badge. I head to Victory Road and surprisingly it's a lot harder than I expected. I'm feeling the effect of not evolving both Pancham and Brixton now. While we're here, we finally have our final rival battle with Callum. I sent out my Pancham to use Crunch on Meowstic, and it got knocked out of course because it's a fighting type, and Brixton was able to knock it out with Hidden Power. He sends in his Altaria and I sent in my Sylveon so I could potentially sweep his entire team. And that I did. I used 1 Moonblast to knock out Altaria and Greninja, 3 Shadow Balls to knock out Flareon, and 1 Moonblast to knock out Absol, winning us the battle. Now that that's over with, it's time to battle the League 4. Here's our final team and I feel like I need to level up a little bit just so we can guarantee a win against them. But I'm too lazy to do that, so I'll just use the rare candies that we've been collecting throughout the journey. I head to the Fire-type Elite 4 Malva first, and I immediately get absolutely destroyed by her Talonflame. That Talonflame ended up completely sweeping my entire team. That's crazy, my Pokemon are so fragile. Because of this, I tried battling the easier members first. The one I chose is Wolfstorm since I have a type advantage against him. And as I expected, this is pretty easy. He sends out Klefki, which I was able to knock out with 1 Flamethrower from Brixton. He sends out Protopass, which Pancham was able to knock out with 2 power-up punches. He sends out Aegislash, who almost knocks me out with an Iron Head, leaving me with 1 HP. But Pancham was able to knock him out with 2 crunches. He sends out his Scizor, which I was able to take out with 1 Flamethrower from Brixton. The first Elite member, down. The next member I decided to challenge was Stressana, which is a Dragon in League 4. I can't really say much about this because Sylveon ended up sweeping her entire team by a combination of Calm Mind and Moonblast. Since I was able to sweep her team, she ended up not being that much of a problem. What a quick battle. The second member down. Because I'm completely illiterate, I probably mispronounce everything in this game, so bear with me. The next member is Cybold, the water type in League 4. I started stacking up on Calm Mind so I could hopefully sweep his entire team with Hidden Power. When I'm not hitting myself in confusion, I could one-hit both Cloyster and Gyarados. I was getting pretty scared because he started using Dragon Dance. Thank God that he finally hit him. He sends out Barbarago, which I was able to knock out with 4 Hidden Powers. He sends in his Starmie, which I was able to knock out with 2 Shadow Balls. Third member, down. It's time to go full circle and face Malva. This took me a few tries, but I eventually did it by switching a few items around. I used Pancham to knock out her Pyro with a few Brick Breaks. And of course her Talonflame was still a huge trouble to her team, knocking out both Brixton and Pancham. Eventually Sylveon ended up knocking it out with Hidden Power. Her Torkoal almost knocks me out and I barely survive. I use Shadow Ball to knock it out and in comes her Chandelure. Thank God her AI is kinda bad. Because instead of attacking me, she lowers my special attack and heals. I'm pretty sure if she attacked me there, I would have been knocked out easily. But I was able to knock her out with 4 Shadow Balls. The last Elite member, down. It's time for the champion, Diantha, our last challenge. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty scared. But let's try our best to beat her. She sends out her Halucha and I send out my Brixton, which I was able to knock out with 1 Psychic. Looking good so far. She sends out her Tyrantrum and I switched out into Pancham. I was able to knock it out with 2 Brick Breaks. 2 of my Pokemon are beat up already. Not looking good, dude. I can't even use any items to heal myself up. She sends out her Gudra and I send in my Sylveon. Every time she used Fire Blast, she kept missing me, which is good, because now I could stack up on Calm Minds and potentially sweep her team. 1 Moonblast was able to knock Gudra out. She sends out Auroras, which once again I was able to knock out with Moonblast. In comes her Gorgeist, which I was able to knock out with Shadow Ball. Sylveon is such a beast. And in comes her last Pokemon, Mega Gardevoir. She keeps surviving with a sliver of HP over and over again, but eventually with 1 Shadow Ball, we knocked her out, and we became the champion of the Kalos League. Compared to my other challenge, this was pretty long, but I did have a lot of fun playing and trashing on the game. This was for sure pretty challenging, but it was thanks to Sylveon was I able to beat this challenge. All that grinding paid off, and yes, I was able to beat Pokemon X and Y with Serena's anime team. I would love to do a similar challenge to this, and if you guys have any certain challenge you want me to do, be sure to comment down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye!